Hey guys, I'm back here over at Premium Coach Group in Gilbert, Arizona, and I just finished up an inspection on a 2008 Marathon motor coach Prevost bus conversion, and it's nice. Now, it's a 2008 Marathon. It's got about 45,000 miles on it, and I wanted to show you guys it because, one, it's clean, really, really clean, so it's been well maintained, but two, the inside's really cool and everything works on it. Everything. And so I'm really excited to share this with you. So let's go take a look at this thing. I will basically make note that there's only really two real issues that I found with it. One's on the outside and then one's on the inside. Both of them are just cosmetic, but it's pretty impressive. This is 13 years old and wow, this is nice. Now, of course, we'll start right here on the front door, and then the front door is where you're going to figure out this is well maintained. So you have leather on the interior. If there's going to be damage, it's usually going to be at the front door because people aren't very kind on these for some reason. But that's how well this has been maintained. Let's go inside. On the step well right here, it's going to actually be stone tile. These are just mats that cover it. Unfortunately, there is, or fortunately, because soft trim is nice, there is sculpted carpet in here. Now there's a really heavy-duty vinyl screwed down to keep it just as nice as it was as factory. But even still, I'm going to put my booties on so we don't have to worry about me causing problems. All right, booties are on. Now, what I wish you guys could really appreciate right now, it's not just how beautiful and how pristine and functional this coach is, but how it smells. It just smells wonderful in here. Maybe some people don't like the smell of leather, but it smells very, very nice. Clean and like a deep leather smell in here. I'm really enjoying it. In fact, every time I come in here, I go, nice. So let's go ahead and start right here. I'll be a solid surface material. It's supposed to be kind of look like burled walnut, that would be my guess. But this is not burled walnut, that's solid surface material. All the leather is top grain leather. Even most of the trim is going to be leather wrapped trim. Up to even this crown molding is going to be leather wrapped right here. There's a gap right there because this, of course, is the front slide out. There are two slide outs on this bus. One in the front, one in the bedroom. There are 4 awnings. So you have 2 on each side, the boxed awnings. Now on this Prevost, they went ahead and upgraded a few features on it. First one's going to be, it has a VORAD adaptive cruise control on there. So you can set the cruise control and then set the following distance to the vehicle in front of you. You have the front vehicle warning, side vehicle warnings there, and there. On the dash, this still does have the Marathon Tech link on it. If I were to hit, let me put a button here, panel, yeah, okay, put the panel lights on so you can see a little bit better now. So if I hit the screen right there, this is going to be your tech link. So you have your monitor panel for your tanks. So it does have fresh gray and black. You have your power coming in on your inverters and your shore power. Your generator, so if your generator is running, you can see your generator information right here. Push it again, you see your temperatures, outside, bay, and inside. All these very important phone numbers right there. This is actually pretty vital to know. Your splash screen for Marathon, your battery voltages, and you're back to your tanks. Now this is also going to be your backup monitor, so if I hit the backup monitor right there, we go into backup. Now this is 2008, but it does have side cameras on it. So the side camera control would normally be off the turn signal switch right there. But if I put this, so that's auto. If I take it out of auto mode, if I go to the left, you can see the left camera. If you go to the right, see the right camera. If you go back to the middle, I can go down and up with the camera. That's a really nice feature to have, and you might notice that is a motorcycle lift. So that's a nice addition to have on here. Let me get out of backup mode and we're back into there. You can disable that screen completely so you don't have to look at it. This does have 4 roof heat pumps. They are heat pumps, so they're ACs and and heat. They have individual thermostat controls for each zone. It also has hydronic heating. So not only can you cool each zone independently, so if you wanted the bedroom to be warm and the salon to be cold, because you know it happens like that sometimes, you can do that with this. Some thermostats with a single thermostat, you can only heat all the zones or cool all the zones. You can't mix it up either way. And of course you have the heat pump, you have hydronic heating, and you have baseboard electric heating in here. So you can keep warm pretty easily in here. Let's keep moving. So there is a red accent light right there. You can turn that on and off. And on the front cap, you have this thing that says cap. There's a little red light on the front that'll turn on. That says Marathon. So that's kind of neat. Other than that, it's pretty standard Prevost cabin area right here. Again, all this leather. This is top grain leather right here. Passenger has their own control. Now, this sofa, there are two sofas in here. Both of them are convertible sofas. So both of them will flip into beds right there. And there is storage right behind. So you have that one sofa right there. You have another sofa right there. Both of those will flip into beds. And there is storage underneath. Storage behind on both of them. This is fabric on the back side, but it is leather on the bottom. It's debatable. I think from what I gather, going to the furniture stores lately, surprisingly, the Southwestern look might be coming back. What's really exciting about this one, it's really not gaudy in here. So it doesn't look like a Las Vegas lounge room. It's very classic, refined, and luxurious looking. It doesn't look like you're in a hotel lobby. One feature that you'll find on the Marathon is all their drawer construction. It's very nice, tight dovetailing. And then they burn in their logo on each drawer because they're very proud of their product, and of course they should be. This one just has a single sink, which is a pretty nice design cue for 2008. It's really nice just having the single sink. Even today, it's still probably a 50-50 having the double sink. So you have two small sinks. Having the double sink's a nice one. Of course, you have sink covers for both of them. Right here is, of course, you're going to be your Insta-Hot if you want to use that for coffee, tea, soups, things like that. Of course, underneath right here, you have all sorts of space. That's going to be where you store your stove covers, and your sink covers. This drawer just is a great big huge drawer, but down here is of course your dish drawer, dishwasher. So that's a really nice feature to have. If you look underneath, that's going to be your 120 volt space heater. That's going to be from your hydronic heating. Your heat pump's going to come out of the ceiling, and you can't really see any real ductwork in there. They've hidden all the registers underneath all the paneling in here. So even on this paneling, this is going to be leather wrapped. And this is going to be fiber optic. So if I turn on the, go ahead and turn on the ceiling accent and do color select. I'll turn off that. Now you can see the fiber optics, they'll change colors. You can turn them off whatever color you want them to be at. So if you wanted it to be, what is that? Blue? Did I get it in time? Yeah, it stays on blue now. Now, a nice feature about this dinette, now this one does not turn into a bed. It does have an accent lighting underneath. I don't know if you can see the accent lighting, but it has these cool little latches. This is pretty rare on a Marathon or a bus. Now, this is pretty rare on a bus. You just loosen that up. And in the basement, when we get outside, I'll show you the bags for them. You can actually add another cushion in back to extend these out so you can seat a lot more. Because this is actually a pretty rare floor plan, and you'll need additional sitting for it. The table just opens up right there, and then you have a table leaf that would go in. So that's a pretty rare feature to find in a bus. Extra seating. Now most of the time on these buses you have like a little A little breakfast nook, a little countertop with a couple stools in it. So this is really nice to have actually true dinette seating so you can sit down and enjoy a meal. Now that solid surface material carries on through the kitchen right here. So again, this looks like burled walnut, but it is not. It's just going to be solid surface all the way through. Even in the back balance on that window, all that solid surface material. This is just a radiant stovetop, electric stovetop, so it's not induction, so you don't have to worry about having the right pans on this one. It'll just get hot. That's just going to be another thermostat, convection oven microwave, nothing special about that. Your drawers again, dovetailing, solid wood construction with maple, and of course they marked it again on their drawers. Right over here is one of my favorite features. I don't know why it's always so favorite to me. This has a lot of power pocket doors. Feels like you're again on a spaceship. Push it again, galley door. Oh, go away. So there's going to be bedroom ones and there's going to be bathroom ones. Now I gave you a little sneak peek right there. That's why this one's so rare, is it's a bunkhouse. But we haven't gotten there yet, so forget about that. Right here's your residential refrigerator. Nothing spectacular about it. It's just an Amana residential refrigerator. Now this is not solid wood. This is going to be laminate for easy to clean up. These are all just little pull-out drawers for your pantry area. Now before we get to there, we did skip over this. This is actually the controller for the entire RV. Now there's obviously little buttons everywhere, but they upgraded the Crestron system to the iPad system. So this is a very modern system now. So if you want to do the shades in the front, so this is the salon area, I can just close them right there. All right, and that'll close those. But I don't want to do that yet. I'm going to just go ahead and stop that and open them back up again. Now if I were to go to AV and I can hit salon, I control the TV and everything. And notice there's 5 zones. So you have the dash radio, the bedroom TV, the bay, there's an outside TV bay. The slide is actually going to be that TV that's in the slide out right there. So of course you can control the thermostat from here. You can control all 4 thermostats. That's not that big of a deal. You control all the lighting from here. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Not that big of a deal. You can control the shades and of course the awnings. And the awnings have LED lights on them too, so you can turn those on and off. All right. But the cool part is if I go to AV and I go to the salon area, you have this weird thing that says DVD theater start. So if I push that button, it puts it in DVD mode. We're going to turn this whole front area into a movie theater automatically. It'll bring the front TV down, close off all the shades. It'll adjust all the lighting throughout the entire motorhome or the motor coach. Turn on the DVD player, and then there you go. Now, of course, I need to turn the sound down so we don't get into trouble. And then now you're in home theater mode. To get out of that mode, all we do is just hit the back button right there. Oh, I forgot, you can put TechLink on that front screen too. So now I can see the monitor panels there. I hit the screen button. It'll go to a different screen. So that's not that cool. Let me go back. So I hit DVD theater in. It'll take us back out of DVD home theater mode and put us back into normal mode. So turn all the lights back on, raise the shades back up, put the TV away, and all that works. Let's continue the tour. Of course, right here is going to be the bunkhouse. This is, oh, sorry about that. Turn the bunk lights on. Now, each bunk has its own flip down screen, its own DVD player, radio, its own touchpad control, so you can control whatever you want to watch on your screen right up here. And it comes with wireless headphones so that you could be in the bed and listen to and whatever you want to do without having to listen to anybody else. You'll notice the bunk areas also have their own heating and ventilation ductwork. Same with the bedroom one, or the lower one. There is some storage under here. And of course they both have their own privacy curtain. Now this feature right here is pretty rare. You don't normally see a bunkhouse on a bus. So I was excited to see that, and it's in great shape. So if you're counting now, we have 2 bunk beds and 2 sofas that turn into a bed. And in the bedroom, you have a king-size bed. That's why you need that big pull-out dinette table. Otherwise, you wouldn't have any place for people to sit. If you look at the floor in here, so after the salon area, it does turn into the granite stone flooring throughout until we get to the bedroom again. Now, this has a mid bathroom. It's only 1 bathroom, no rear bathroom in this one. This is just a macerating toilet. You have the flush button right there. And of course the hidden latch to the storage area behind the toilet. That's just a little bumper so that the seat doesn't damage the mirror. Now here's going to be the shower area. Now this is less of a shower surround, more of a shower booth, but it is very ample as far as space goes. Let's go ahead and open it up and go inside. It's got the stone border on the inside with solid surface material as the actual surround. Now the good news is there's absolutely no crossbar on the top, so you can't hit your head on anything. And then when I come inside right here, I mean, I can jump and I'm not hitting my head. So there's a lot of room for me. Again, I'm 6 foot tall. I like it has a seat right here. I'm not saying 2 people could be in here comfortably, but a lot more than some showers. It'd be uncomfortable with 2 people. It has 2 fans in it. One's your standard bus fan. It's going to be vented up through there. And then down here is going to be the fantastic vent that's going to be vented through that vent up on top. Behind right here is going to be kind of the control center for the bus. You have your actual mechanical switches for all your water pumps, water heaters, furnaces, items like that. And these are just going to be circuit breakers right above. Below is going to be the actual remote panels for the 2 4,000 watt inverters. And there's, of course, just your vanity. It has its own sink in this area. And there is a double door setup in here. So if I were to push the door right there, this door, which is on the inside, will close. And then that door, which is on the outside, will close. And then they'll meet together and make a complete separate door or a separate room at this point. I won't lie, it's a little bit tight. It's kind of hard to see. I mean, don't have a lot of arm room that way. Don't have a lot of arm room the other way. That's just with the door shut. And of course, if I was actually on the toilet, it's really tight right there. Now, that would probably be the rare situation that you'd be using it like this. Because if you want to, you can just go ahead and shut the bedroom door and the galley door right there. All right. So now you'd have a much bigger bathroom at that point. You may not even shut the bathroom or the bedroom door. And they did allow you to do one more thing. So right here it says bathroom door rear or bathroom door. So I can just do the rear door by itself. So it's just going to close that door right there. Gives a little bit more privacy. I'm not sure why we just do the one door, but they gave that option. All right, let's go ahead and open some doors. Bathroom door, bedroom door, and galley door. I still like that. And we'll come back here to the bedroom. Turn the bedroom lights on, vanity light, ceiling light. So if we were just look around, it does have Roman shades in here. Those are fabric shades. Again, the solid surface burled walnut carries around in here, along with its own personal bathroom vanity. You have carpeted floors in the bedroom, and a king-size bed. Your rear closet, again, has more power doors to it, so you can close those off again. But I'm sure by this point, everybody's pretty sick of seeing doors open and close. I still think it's pretty cool. The only other thing I could really complain about, a real deficiency in this, was when Marathon glued this leather to the wall. Whatever glue they used seemed to have stained it, so it bled through a little bit. There's nothing physically wrong with it. Down here, this is individual shade controls for the shades. Behind right there is just a nightmare of a whole bunch of wiring that I don't like to ever get into. But it is very impressive to see. And I like that they give you such good access to it. More right there. And that's just going to be the camera access. This big bank right there controls, it does have a dome dish. Satellite receivers, VCR, 2008. I don't know why you have a VCR in 2008, but you have a VCR. You have a DVD Blu-ray player right there. I don't know if that's Blu-ray. That might just be DVD. And this is going to be the home theater system. Now, this is 4 zones, so you have to have a pretty good knowledge of how things work, or the iPad right here, because the whole system works off this iPad. You might be asking what this weird thing is right here. This is your iPad dock. So it would charge right here. Close that up, and you can put that back on there. So you don't actually have to take that down. You can operate it just like that. But I like to have it there. Push that button right there, pops out, bam. So with this iPad, I could go to home, go to home, hit shades, go to bedroom, and open the shades. So the bedroom shades are power. If you don't have the iPad, there are actual switches right there to operate the shades. All right, so that was pretty much the inside. You'll have to forgive me for any real flickering if there's a lot of flickering, you guys. I did my best to adjust the rolling shutter on my camera. I think it's really impressive. I've wanted to show you guys another bus, and I know last time I didn't show you the inside first. So I wanted to show you the inside first on this one, because even though this is a beautiful bus, that other one, that American Eagle, it was still cleaner than this one, and this one's really clean. That's how clean that bus was. Because even though that's pretty much the tour on the inside, there's still a lot to see on the outside. Now, I know I did say I only found 2 things. We already found the first one in the closet. The staining on the closet walls. That's just interaction between that adhesive and the leather. But there's really 2 issues on the outside. One is there is some slight checking in the fiberglass. It's not going to be uncommon, but it's really, really slight. And this is a dark coach, so it's not going to be uncommon on that. Let me see if I can't get you a couple shots of that. Now, of course, this has a great big, huge glass windows all the way across, so almost halfway down the back. But if we were to catch some of the light, you might be able to see some checking in there. It's kind of hard to see. That's how slight it is. So that's one of the issues. Definitely not a game changer in my book. Very, very slight. This one's obviously been well maintained. You know how well maintained? Look at this generator compartment. Wow, that generator looks like it's brand new. No staining underneath it. I mean, look, I'm touching it and my hands aren't getting dirty. I'm touching it, my hands aren't getting dirty. Look, I mean, it's like it was just built. So this is going to be a Kohler. I think it's it's a Kohler 20. So a 20 kilowatt generator. That's pretty impressive. But yeah, look at that bay. Look how clean that bay is. I mean, you guys may not be interested with how clean that bay is, but I am, because that means somebody's actually taking care of it and treating it like the luxurious item that it really is. So this front compartment, we have our outside lights on it. Down in here, you have your basement slider. Now this one actually took me a while to figure out. Not the snap-on toolbox. That one's easy to figure out. This is your generator remote panel, but of course you can start the generator from the inside. Right in here are the bags of for the dinette cushions that I talked about on the inside, but I couldn't figure out how to get this pull-out out. I looked everywhere for a switch, but they hid it right there. So it is air-driven, and it comes out. But I want to make sure I'm not going to hit that one next to it, because I can't afford to fix that. But here's the additional cushions for the dinette. in their own bag. So you have the factory original bags in there too. I'll go ahead and put that away. There you go. Now if you look behind, you have your chairs. You can see how clean all of this is. That's very, very impressive to me. As far as the steel goes, there's no delamination. I went through the entire side, pushing everywhere. So you don't have to worry about that crazy guy in the internet that talked about how delamination is something you have to look out for. A well-maintained coach, you shouldn't have that problem. And this has been well-maintained. I don't see any issues with the alignment. I don't even see any dings. And I will show the one thing I did find on the outside. This is going to be your basement TV entertainment center. You can control it out here. It does pull out and you can pivot it. You can actually disable that light. So if you're watching TV, you don't have to look at the compartment light being on. One thing I do really like about Marathon is their mechanical compartment. There's absolutely no reason whatsoever to make it look this pretty. They put it behind a little chrome framed plexiglass door with its own light just to light it up. You can't store anything in here. This is just to put their plumbing bay on display. That's how proud they are of it. And if someone's going to build it that nicely, I don't blame them for doing that. These two chrome boxes are the water heaters. That's your big water pump. Behind there is going to be your backup water pump. Whole house water filter. Accumulator, those is actually where you find your sewer dump valves. They're electric, or you can do it manually in an emergency. And your fresh water tank drain. But there's a lot of bus conversions out there where they don't take such pride of their mechanical bays. Just putting a little bit of chrome right here, stainless steel chrome, or carpet on the outside doesn't really impress me too much. Doing something completely unnecessary like this could have just been a panel. You don't have to even see this. This could have just been removable, but they took the time to actually put their work on display. Now, unfortunately, I don't have room to run the awnings out, but there's 2 box awnings on the, these are Girard. So there's 2 of them on the patio side. Now these just come straight out. They don't come out and drop down. Your tires, these are actually in great shape. I think these are, so these are from 16. There's your tire information that I know everybody wants to see, and everybody always wants to see underneath. There's not an easy way to see underneath most of the time. We both know. So just looking down the edge, again, I don't see any issues with the stainless steel panels. There was no delamination. Behind in here is going to just be your Webasto heater, your engine batteries. It's going to be where we get to the house batteries. And that just opens up there. That'll get you to your 6 4D batteries. These I would probably change out. These are a number of years old, but they still work and hold battery voltage just fine. So you can see there's 3 on top and 3 on the bottom. Although I really like Marathons and Marathon coaches, their house battery setup, that's just silly to me. It's so difficult to change out those batteries. I wish they would find a better place to put those batteries. This one does have a motorcycle lift already on it. I'm sure that's already part of the deal. Let's see, so we can just lift it up a little bit. Move that lock out of the way. All right, and now we can lower that out of the way. Now, of course, if you want to put a motorcycle on there, you'd have to flip that section down. Now I'm just trying to show you guys the engine bay. Now, it looks like this handle's removable right there. I'm not going to go through that hassle, though. Ooh. So there it is. The big old Detroit diesel's back here. I think that's the Detroit diesel. I don't think this is a Volvo engine. Let me see on this side. Yeah, okay. There you go. There's our Detroit diesel. Actually, it says it right there anyway, so. There's all your engine information right there. Series 60. Okay. But yeah, even this engine bay is in great condition. Look at, there's very little dirt. I will admit there is some dirt down there. Normally diesel engines are just always covered in grime and oil and soot. And look how clean this is. This is really nice. In fact, it's very nice. You know, I always tell people I'm not much of a diesel technician, so don't try to get information from me. I don't like working on diesels. I don't like working on chassis, but I can appreciate when somebody's taking care of stuff, and this is obviously being taken care of. All right, let me go ahead and put the motorcycle lift away so nobody gets tripped on it. All right, we're up into position. Now we'll take the pressure off. There you go. I won't bore you guys with taking a look at the roof. The roof's nothing that exciting to look at. It's in good shape. I didn't see anything wrong with it. Most of the checking I did see was in the rear cap. You can kind of see it in that reflection right there, but it's just slight. On this side, it's really not too much to see. Of course, you do have your bedroom slide and your living room slide that do pop out. Right here's going to be our bay. Now, Marathon's specialty, for whatever reason, is to have the drop-down door for your shore cord and for your sewer. The controls for it are going to be right there, so you can open and close the door right there. You have your power, so if you want to go out with the cord, you go out with it, in with it right there. You can actually move your sewer hose in and out right there too. This is going to be the city water connection. Your manifold's all right back there. Always make sure your outside shower is closed before you shut your door. This is just a protective little hoodie for your shore cord end. Let's go on the end of the cord there. Your gravity fill's right there, and of course your sewer cleanouts are right here. This is just going to be your manual drop-down controls for the door down there. There's one thing not a lot of people would know about this because it's hidden right here. Hit it right there. This whole thing will open up, and now you can look at your mechanical bay again, so you can kind of see where that latch was right there. So you can get access to your tanks. It's really nice that Marathon does that for technicians. I will go up a ladder just so you guys can get a good view. You can see there are two more awnings on this side. These don't light up. You can see there's four heat pumps up there. There's that domed satellite dish, and that is working. And the roof itself is in great shape. Very little to any peeling up there either. Now, of course, if you look down the body line on this side, all the metal's in pristine condition. I don't see any dings or damage there. Our wiper seals are good. Our air seals behind there are holding air. There's the fiberglass on this side, and I don't see much checking on this side. The paintwork is just absolutely beautiful. Look in this compartment. This is actually where the inverters are going to be located. Right behind right there, you have your inverter disconnects, your inverter bypass. This is a really nice feature to have. Not all motor coaches give you the inverter bypass. If you don't know what it is, if your inverters did break, you could bypass them so you still have power inside. You have to get your own battery charger, but in an emergency, it's nice to at least get power through. In this compartment, it's just the other side of that pull-out storage bay. That went out the other way. Those are the dinette cushions. A lot of breakers are in there. And yeah, they have stainless steel lined, and it's carpeted in here. That's just a nice utility bay. They give you a little bit more storage rack right there. You have two more chairs on that door. A great big storage compartment right in here. I mean, you could probably make a bedroom down in here. That's how much room there is. You want to see? Ugh, so much room in here. Well, I have to lay diagonally, but I could do it. I could do it. I didn't point them out on the other side, but that's part of the VORAD adaptive cruise control. These let you know if there's traffic coming from the side. You have one on the front end too. Of course, we can get into the toll door right there. It's just another service bay. You have your pop down right there. You can pull that. That'll drop the front bumper. It's really nothing for you to do in here. There's just going to be for service access. But look at that. No storage in there. Right here is going to be part of that VORAD system again. That's so it knows the traveling distance. It's one of the sensors for it. Now up front here is going to be where that other item is. So this has a 3M shield on it, and that 3M shield's at the end of its life. So there is some scratchy discolorization. It's very weird to me. The whole point of the 3M is to keep from having any chips, right? But that's just going to be the nature of 3M, how these 3M shields tend to age out, it looks like. But other than that 3M on the front, the paint's in immaculate condition. I mean, it's a really high quality paint job. I like that its styling cue is classic, so it won't age out. It doesn't have any loud colors to it. I mean, you can't ever go wrong with red, gold, and black. And this is just an absolutely beautiful coach. All right, guys. Well, I hope you really enjoyed that tour. I really enjoyed showing it to you. This is one of the nicer coaches I've seen lately. So obviously somebody took pride in this, took care of it. I don't know anything about pricing on it. I would really recommend you call the sales department over here at Premium Coach Group if you want to know more about it. I never know anything about pricing on here. Really appreciate you guys watching, and thanks a lot. So here's the information for you. Let me see if I can't get it to you. 46,000 miles. There's a stock number, 2008. I think it's one owner. Now we're going to go ahead and start with the inside on this one first, and then we'll get to the outside. But you can see they even upgraded the awnings. There's 4 awnings on this, 2 on the patio side that are long, 2 on the driver's side that are more like slide out toppers, but this one has LED lights on this one.